Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Lord help her.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of A Drink with
Mary
and Mina.
So
Mary
shall we
was a-
say sushi with Mary and Mina?
Oh, today it will be sushi,
Sushi with Mary and Mina.
Amo.
So not drinking.
Class body kore.
Class. Oh, we need this plate to put our wasabi.
Oh, okay. Right, we can put it on the side.
Yeah, true. We collected some sushi on the way
Okay.
because Mina had a long day of work. And
Oh yeah.
I basically did nothing today, so...
No, I was on my way to actually go to bed as a bed no because I finished work and I drove all the way to my boyfriend's and I was like, oh, it's like an hour and a half before my boyfriend gets home, so I'm gonna relax and all that. What?
She saw my text message.
Yeah, saying, oh, what time? And I was like, what is she on about? And then I completely forgot that we're recording today.
Because we're so used to like 2 days recording in the same go, I know.
Yeah.
It's our first time in a long time like doing individual recordings.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't feel like a long time, but you know, it does feel like a long time indeed.
I'm struggling with this. Is there like a little slit where I can bloody...
Sorry, long day of work she's had.
While you do that job, I'm gonna show you something. A little while back, do you remember doing an interview for one of our viewers, Ria Baini?
Yeah, I do.
So basically, a few months back in December, we did a little interview with Ria Baini, who goes to London University, and she said, oh, I would very much like you both to address a few things about our culture and do an interview for her little university project. It's like a mini magazine. And guess what came today in the post?
Oh my god, is that what it is?
Yeah, I just found out.
That's cute.
Thank you so much, Ria Bani.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being part of your mini project.
Oh, definitely.
And your magazine.
And loved talking to you. Like, she is so mature.
I know.
And
if you've seen her, I mean, if you went to Farmer Sixth or whatever, you probably met her, no? Like just about 90s kids, or maybe actually Gen Z.
We're a bit too old
at this point. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so scared to open this up in a rough way.
Anyway, we haven't got a plate because we're too smart, so we're just gonna have to use this.
Wait, she gave us 2 copies.
Oh, can I take one home?
Here you go.
Perfect.
Look at that. Special thanks to Krish, Marisha and Mina for their contribution. Aww.
Gave you for 2 seconds. I put mayonnaise on it.
Ooh, where are we? I just want to find
that's her. If you can't see.
Oh, does she even want to be on camera?
I don't know. But, yeah. If you see... Oh, actually...
This is a really well made.
This is actually good.
Our interview, and here we are, right at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it.
Did she actually put up a photo? What page number is it? Oh, yeah, found it!
Can't wait to read this. Cannot wait to read this. It's a really well made.
And they're like other kids, other cool kids as well. So it's like a cool kids magazine. Can't wait to show it to my mum.
I know. We're in a magazine, guys.
We're on print. We are on print. Thank you so much, Brainy. I shall treasure this a lot.
Okay.
Anyways, I've got water because I'm still coming down with flu. I don't know what I'm coming down with. It's not even like flu, but I don't know. It's weird.
Don't say that.
But anyhow, this is a part 2 of what we did last time.
Yeah.
So if you're wondering, okay, I took a topic. Newsflash is part 2.
Exactly. And I hope we'll be able to get through all of it.
If not, we'll skip the ones that is sort of similar, I guess.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Because part 2 is some of the only extreme ones are like kikyo.
Yep.
Anyways, let's start. You start this. Oh, sorry.
Oh, hello.
My social media is just... Oh my god. Sorry, guys.
Right. When did we... At what response did we finish last time?
I think we finished at... no one speaks English, ma.
Ah, like you knew... English is not really a universal
Yeah,
language.
yeah.
Or English is not as widely spoken as they make it out to be.
Exactly.
Okay. Right. Trying to find. Okay, there's this one Boini who sent like 2 stories, but each story has some parts, so we'll probably have to tackle that a bit differently. Okay. Oh my god, there's a lot. I hope.
Should I start? Because I feel like you're lost.
Go.
Okay. 6-year-old me. I'll do this together now because I think it's sort of relevant equally. 6-year-old me shook by the squat toilets in Nepal. I imagine she's never been to Nepal prior to that. And then the same person, 12-year-old me, has been shook since finding out the English don't wash their ass.
Oh, you know what? There's another one at the top. That says, who says, okay, white people, I think he just means foreigners, white people wipe their assholes with paper.
I mean, to be fair, majority of the Europe, they use bidet.
Yeah.
Like, majority of the Euros, they use bidet. If not the sit-down ones, they have the host ones.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not common in the UK. It really isn't.
Or in America, I think.
I think, yeah, true that. I'm not sure. I haven't been to America.
Maybe in the ethnic groups in the diverse community where they're installing it, but it's not a standard toilet. It's not part of a toilet, standard toilet, isn't it?
Because standard toilet in Europe, I think I've seen quite a lot like bidets here. And in Nepal, I did enjoy the bidet life. It's so convenient, man.
By the way, a cultural thing, right? In Nepal, your right hand is used to eat your rice, and your left hand is supposed to be for washing your butt.
Do you use that, or do you just use whatever?
No, when I was in Nepal, we used to do that, but I think they used to say, oh, hygiene-wise, don't know why, because we would wash hands anyway after it, right? But they always said, oh, your left hand is for washing your butt.
I mean, if I'm washing it with water, then I use my left here.
Yeah. Oh.
But if I'm using the paper, I automatically use the right.
Oh, I don't know. Is that by a force of habit, or?
No, I just don't know. I just find it comfort. Because I feel like this does more of the job, Nida. So when you're like pouring, that's more concentrating than actually
Where is this going? Where is this going?
In my head, anyway.
But anyway, back home, I think I like used toilet roll.
Oh my god, sorry guys, I didn't put the microphone on.
Wow. If until now she's like she sounds a bit low.
Because I was like doing the microphone setup on it. I was like, oh, can you know microphone? I know. Whereas I was like, and then like, oh shit.
Left hand, right hand.
Right, actually. I use right for most of the things. I'm right-handed. Anyways, carry on with what you're saying.
Yeah, I forgot now.
Moving on then.
I use toilet paper mostly when I'm here. Like once I got here.
I started using the wet wipes, like flushable ones, and I realized it's actually not flushable.
Yeah.
And might have clogged my toilet, and then my dad was pissed, and then ever since then I just stopped doing that. Oh, okay. So I wipe and then I wash whenever I can.
Right. The other one says, अरू त त्यस्तै हो बाटो काट्न चाहिँ सकिन्न. So doing English translation is it's hard to cross roads because we barely have zebra crossings. Even if we have zebra crossings, nobody actually follows the rules.
It's crazy, bro. Like in Kathmandu, Ring Road, good luck to you. You're literally I don't know. I wanted to record a video so bad, of me crossing the road, but then I couldn't because I had to concentrate. So I was like, I can't do this right now.
Oh my god! Sad. I think there was another one of somebody in Vietnam or somewhere just struggling to cross the road because you cross anywhere you can from. There's no such thing as you have to cross it from here. Like you don't really follow rules when you're crossing. So you're completely dependent on your eyes and your logic at how fast, or your maths at how fast you can run
the
across
angle
the road
or
and not get hit. I mean, I've struggled in Vietnam as well.
I struggle big time.
Oh?
We eat the national animal out here, kangaroo meat. I guess she's from Australia, but she's from Australia. Kangaroo meat. Do you know it crocodile meat as well?
Yeah, that would be in South America, isn't it?
I think
Or
they,
is it
I
in
think they eat in Australia, as well.
I
Or
mean,
is this South Europe? Because South America, they eat turtles.
can you find crocodile in South Europe?
I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's in Australia then.
Yeah, I think
Because
it
southern
might
part
be.
of some country, they eat turtles. Yeah. Sorry. Crocodile meat. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's either France or it's either Australia.
Oh.
But I'd love to try. But at the same time, I don't want to try it
I wonder
either.
how it tastes like.
Chicken.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I just said it.
Oh my god. Okay. That kids don't get beaten, blackmailed, harassed, or humiliated in the UK. What, by parents?
Parents, teachers.
Oh. Children have more rights here than adults, basically.
I mean, I don't think you can relate. You know, you're like the top student, right? But if you're at the bottom tier, my dear, you've been humiliated and everything. Honestly, like, we were having a conversation with the boys here.
Oh.
When I'm in Nepal. And we were just talking, because one of them is a teacher now. So we were just talking, like, how shit example did we have in school, Deb, okay? Like, we were humiliated. What happened? The wasabi got through your nose.
How much wasabi was there in there? Oh my...
Did your sinuses clear up?
Yeah, my sinus is clearing up.
I mean, I didn't think it was that strong. Let me
No, that's fine, Maybe because I didn't think there was wasabi in there, I just dipped it.
Yeah, probably. But
yeah, so the teacher friend.
Yeah, so the teacher friend, we were just talking like our shitty examples. Okay, I mean it could be just our school and its experience, you know. But just in general, we feel like if we had a better teacher growing up, or had a good example or positive teacher who actually encouraged us rather than saying you're gonna fail,
better role model.
Yeah, and we're just like, because one of the teacher actually sucks. If I actually see him in battle, I want to punch him, and I don't do violence. Honestly.
So I mean, teachers are technically, basically your second parents.
Exactly.
Because you spend so much time with them.
And more than your parents at home.
Yeah, and they teach you more than you tend to pick up things from them better as well. Okay. Things close early rarely. I can go shopping until 9 p.m. on a Thursday.
Wow.
Is this in Australia as well? Nice.
I would love to live in that part of the world, because in England, everything closes at 5.
What I don't get is, right? Weekend. You know, when people are actually going out shopping, going out there, shouldn't they have more frequent buses, more frequent, public transport, and shouldn't they open the shops a bit longer? Here, it's the other way. Sunday, it's like, trading hours is 10 to 4, and then trains don't even run that often. It's
Bank
like every hour.
Worse.
And I'm like, how is this country going to survive? Because that's where your business comes from. That's where the economy is.
I mean, isn't this country just literally saying buy your own car if you want to move? No?
I think it's worse in America.
There's nothing runs, like, honestly.
I would love to. Like, I remember in Hong Kong shopping until 1 in the morning. Yeah?
And cafes close so early then. Even in Europe, the cafes close at 9, 10, 2 a.m. at one point.
First of all, get me decent cafes around here.
Exactly. No, to be fair.
Apart from Starbucks, Costa.
To be fair, in London, they have.
Yeah, London, but obviously around our local area, there's not much in there.
Starbucks don't count as coffee. If you like Starbucks, I am. Literally, pointing with my chopsticks. You're better off with vending coffee machines. Sorry. Unpopular opinion. Where were we? Christmas in summer.
Ooh, nice.
We get smacked by 40 degrees day beach and having barbecue in the sun. I don't know, man. I don't feel the vibe. Christmas to me is cold. White Christmas is great. I don't want fan on in Christmas.
Sorry, excuse me, say that again. White Christmas?
I mean,
where? In Canada?
No, I mean, like, I like the idea of it, man. Okay. But UK was still Zaradon. It's like warm, hearty Christmas new weather. Hot Christmas. Ugh,
You got the discounted version of Christmas in the UK.
I mean, it's worse. Like, I would not have a sunny Christmas. Because I saw Christmas in Australia ko vlogs, okay? And their Christmas food is different to ours, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, understandable. Thought it's like very, very like salsa, summery, like, okay, different compared to our like thick hot gravy.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I see the point because I've not known Christmas apart from the cold white Christmas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I get it.
I just don't feel the vibe. It's like, I mean, they're just in the wrong part of the world, man. The whole world is having given today winter and they have summer. They're just extra to the next level, okay?
All right, this one's a long one, okay? Brace yourself, but I'm reading from the first thing. I feel like it's gonna be funny. Oh my god, when I first went back to Nepal after 6 years, airport was crazy. This guy carried my bag and then asked for £20. I was like, paisa chaina, which is I don't have money, and he kept on following me. I gave him 20 rupees instead. Broले
Bruh.
रियल लोभी देखेको छैन रहेछ त्यो दिन देख्यो अरे I think you better tell the story about what happens when you exit
Nepal. Okay.
Nepal airport.
It's not as that anymore, right?
Okay.
When you exit now,
Uh-huh.
there is 3 different sections for arrivals.
Okay.
So your friends and family can actually come see you inside. Well, by inside I mean inside.
Like, does it pick you up?
Yeah. It's not like the UK just the inside, but you know like what I mean, like car park outside backpack. Okay? So you can pay 100 rupees to stay in the exclusive important VIP zone. Right? And there's a semi-VIP so all over the bayra. Those who can't pay that shit, they're across the road, okay? So that's the scene right now. So your kura is actually irrelevant to Aliko context. Because Poila, there will be hagglers that literally coming inside like, ma'am, like, you know, I'll carry your bag. And once you touch it, you're like, pay me money type, okay?
Yeah.
So what I do, a tip if you're going to Nepal is, I literally say, "Chuiski paisa saina masanga." Chule by 2 masanga paisa saina, period. If you want to touch it, it's up to you. I got no money to give you, no. Parma pay no, ma'am. They always say that. I'm like, sorry, paisa saina. And another 2 is I always book a cab from the inside if no one's coming to pick me up, okay? So it's a lot easier because it's privately booked. You don't have to haggle, you know. Only the expensive ones, but common is stress-free, yeah. Especially in Nepal, when you're getting pulled left and right and center, I'd rather just have a stress-free journey from the cab to my home. And it feels a lot safer because they're registered drivers and anyways, long story short, that doesn't actually happen anymore. But once my granddad came to pick us up, and one man was like, I'll carry your bag type again. My granddad was like, Pordena, and then he just kept doing it. He ignored it. Literally went all the way to car park, bottom of the hill. And we went to the car, put our bags, and he was like, sorry, paisa. And he was like, I didn't tell you to touch it. I didn't tell you to come here, so I'm giving you no money. I was like, give him like 50 rupees at least, 100 paisa. And like, come on. He did kind of have it. He's like, not my problem. Who told him to come? Straight Savage. Up. And he did not pay a dime. Me and my cousins were like so embarrassed. Like, oh my god, like, last like, yeah, I'm like, but he was like, I'm not paying. I said, don't touch it. He came. It's his fault. I didn't employ him. Fair. His point as well.
Yeah.
But that is no longer as much as in existence.
I'm glad because one of the notorious stories that I used to hear from people was that, as soon as you exit at the arrivals hall, you get your bags grabbed from left, right, and center, even though you're able to carry it, and then they just demand money for doing that. I mean, I guess you have to make a living somehow in a country where opportunities are. I know. You know what? I'm not gonna say that because people who've come back from Nepal these days, I've heard stories about how much opportunity is out there. So I'm not even gonna say that. So like no excuse. No excuse.
I mean, it still exists to haggle on the park.
Yeah.
But it's not as intense as before.
Right. Did you forget we were recording?
Apologies. No, I got so lost in. I thought we were still talking. Okay. Where were we?
We're now on this one. Friendly people.
Friendly people. Pretty often you get good day from a random on the street.
Again, this is Australia, isn't it?
I mean, in the UK as well. If you go to
In
a
the
dog
UK as
park,
well.
not in London, of course. Sorry, you Londoners, you can't relate, no. But if you're in the suburbs outside, if you're on the park in the morning or afternoon, whatever, they usually exchange greetings.
Yeah, or even a smile. Even if they can't, even if they don't feel comfortable to say hi, you will still, they will still give you a smile. They will still be polite. If you're in the way, they will move out. You know, people are just generally a bit more polite. Apart from obviously dickheads that you find anywhere in the world.
Like they say, like in Britain, people say sorry to the bin.
Yeah.
Like that's how polite
and
they are.
we have learned that
behavior. I've actually done it. To a lamppost. Oh, sorry. Oh, you're not. You don't walk. You don't move. And like lamppost, oh sorry. Like the text got in. I don't know if it's good or if it's bad. I think it's good majority of the time, but sometimes people do take advantage of it for sure.
Sorry, I got cramped.
On your feet.
Oh.
Those are the worst, man. You can't even stretch it. Just press it yesterday.
Yeah, I'm just doing that. But I have found that people up north and when you go to places like Wales, a bit rural, a bit countryside, people are even friendlier.
Yeah.
Even friendlier. I remember in Wales, my boyfriend and I were housed by a couple in their house, in their spare room, because we couldn't find a hotel in them.
That's so nice. But
exactly.
But you know, among the countryside area, like I'm not sure countryside, there are Cornwall. I found it less friendly compared to.
Cornwall is a bloody thing of their own. So Cornwall, I think, when I go to Cornwall, I feel like I've gone to a different country.
It actually does, but it's just still like.
And people there are like. Some of them are welcoming, but also
Come on, the percentage.
A lot of people are a bit like, why have you come to our country? Kind of vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Apparently in Scotland, because I was telling this Didi, like Scotland is a lot, more welcoming, blah blah blah, and she was like, it depends on where you go.
Yeah.
Like, because obviously we go to either rural Scotland or either main city Scotland. We don't really go to the suburbs and that. Yeah. And she was saying in the suburbs, you feel it right through when you're like,
yeah.
I guess that's everywhere.
I feel like Scottish people are like two extremes. Okay? They're either super friendly or they're like super racist. Like my experience has been. But also, if you tell them that you're from the Gorkha family, because army is quite based, they're quite familiar with, they're more friendly to you. Okay? My goodness, yeah, friendly people definitely. Okay, this is in Australia as well, eh? We call it thongs and not flip flops. I have a funny story. Vietnam. I was on a street cart having some food, and this lady was basically, they were Australian couple. They were sat in front of me, and in Vietnam, on the street sides, you have this tiny plastic chair to sit down, and she was sitting down on there, and the chair broke, and her legs just went poof on there, and her flip-flops, I think broke. And they were saying, oh yeah, my thong's broken. And I was like, what? Like, what are these people saying? Because in my head, thong is like basically the underwear thong. And then she started fiddling with her flip-flop, and then I realized, oh my god, they call that thong.
Maybe they call the thong G-string then. Because some part of the world people call thongs like G-string.
I mean, I don't know what the correct word is, but yeah, if an Australian is referring to thong, just know that it may not be a flip flop that day, or it may not be an underwear.
Underwear probably is a flip flop.
Yeah. If they're asking you for a thong, just don't give them your underwear.
Also had to take a passport photo to apply for a new SIM card. Yeah, true. After landing, looked hella crusty and Pokka application form birthday. For me to turn off 4G on unintentionally and 100 rupees haliko. 1,000 rupees haliko. They didn't mirror internet secure. I thought I got scammed, but someone told me 4G background on Goli Rakhna, not a culture shock, I guess, but never experienced this in the UK, so turning 4G on only to use it was. Actually, I don't even know that makes sense. What? Okay, let's ignore that. Okay, so basically her point of view, or her saying is like, you know how we have 4G on in the UK just in the background?
Yeah.
We don't really turn it off. It's always on either.
Yeah.
But in Nepal, they charge a lot. I mean, 1,000 rupees in a day, that's quite extreme. I don't think it's actually happened. But it could have happened. Because I know once I turned it on, like, nearly 500, so what the socket there. But 1,000...
It might be that she
maybe.
had some background apps running.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I mean, if she's just browsing, like, through the whole day, then fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's quite weird. Okay, like, when I came to the UK, when I came back recently, I was, like, turning my Wi-Fi off, okay? 4G off, okay? And I was like, wait, I don't need that to do that here.
So, hang on a sec. I didn't know about this. So, you need to... So, to get a SIM card, to buy a SIM card...
You need Nagrita or a passport and a picture.
Oh, okay. Passport, that's fine. Yeah, but...
Yeah.
Oh.
You do.
That's strict.
Uh-huh.
You can't just get a tourist SIM.
I don't know. Like, I think... and so, because you have to take a Nagrita and stuff. But obviously, if you're a tourist, you can... I'm pretty sure you can get it. But... I didn't take my Nagrita this time. And I lost my... I put my SIM card in a very safe space. And I forgot where the safe space was. Okay? So I had to get a new SIM card. And my sister had to take a Nagrita. And then it's quite cool, yeah? Like, digitally, they do it on the spot. So you digitally thumbprint on the man's phone. You take a photo there. It's quite cool.
I'm worried about that.
I mean, it's literally online now. So it's as you go. Nice, okay?
But is it like a government website that they send all the details on?
As you go. So it's like literally, if you go back, then you can't go back type, okay? So it's as you go, like, you know like some sort of application you just fill, and as you go, it just goes, and once you go back, you can't retrieve it. It's one of those.
I wouldn't say paranoid, but I'm really cautious about what kind of info or private info that I leave behind, especially like official ones, because there's so many scams like that, identity theft and all that. I feel so bad. Like, even when I use internet, when I use shopping websites or some websites, I have like 2 email addresses. One for like official things, like for bills, for
I do that as well.
Yeah, and then one for all the shopping websites. Website that I doesn't even matter if I forget it. So I'm a bit cautious about leaving my biometrics on somebody, like a shop and all that. But anyway, it could be secure. I mean, the whole country is using it. Otherwise, they would have made an issue out of it.
True, but it was not my details, so I wouldn't care less.
I think we've addressed this before, but I think she's added a little bit of a funny story to it. Okay, new country would be Korea. No one effing speaks English there, bro. Even in the airport. So I got lost inside the airport for 2 hours the day I landed because no one understood me when I asked for directions.
This same thing happened to my cousin when she was in Japan. Yeah. So my cousins, they took my grandparents to Japan. They were like 12, 13, you know.
Who was leading who?
Exactly.
Who took to Japan?
So my granddad, obviously he's traveled before, but it's many years ago. He wasn't as old, you know. So he's like speaking in English, but my grandma was just like a follower. And my cousins, they took Japanese lessons in Nepal, you know. So they were like, excuse me, la 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 la. And they were like, one of my youngest cousins said, Bati Politake. She's so Bati Politake. She literally said, hi, in Japanese.
Oh, okay.
And the person thought she understood Japanese. Japanese, she's like, oh, why did I say that? And then he just did not speak in English anymore because broken English bol rehte the, and then he only bolted a high one, and then finished, game over. So my oldest cousin was like, I had to find another person to tell us where we were going. He's like, your youngest cousin, Jesus Lord.
I was actually surprised Japan to airport, man, by the person that I was greeted by a cab. Because I've had really bad experiences in China and stuff. Nobody speaks English. Sorry, I'm talking with a mouthful. Even though they know some English, because they haven't practiced, they feel a bit embarrassed to speak. But when I entered Japan, I was expecting, because I had a little Japanese phrase book. I knew a little bit of it. So I was kind of like, I'll make do with all what I know. Entered, and this guy just spoke to me in fluent English. He had an accent, but he spoke fluent English, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. now I feel like I'm in a country where,
Where you belong.
Yeah, so my experience in Japan has been really good. I mean, that country, spent a month there and still did not have enough.
I want to go to Japan so bad, just to eat. Like, to do nothing, just to eat, and the tech culture. That's all I want.
Oh. And Japan must say there's not much hassle. Ke. Everything works according to what it's advertised
System as well.
Like, there is no such thing as haggling. There's no such thing as things being delayed. There's no such thing as, and whatever help you need, you can kind of get.
I think it's so derailed from South Asia that we're used to. South Asia or Southeast Asia, we're just like, it's a different part of the world.
At a different level. It's so developed, but also at the same time, they have preserved their culture so nicely. It's like the perfect balance.
I feel like it would be one of, if not the most disciplined country in the entire world. And just in all ways, like all of the things. I mean, I haven't been, but only good things about Japan I hear.
Right. You go.
Squat toilets again.
No, Europe.
Europe. The fact soft drinks and water same price. Yes.
Huh?
Yes. And not many corner shops around. Soft drinks and water are the same price.
Where?
In Europe, most of the European places now. Soft drink to panic, like soft drink as a Coke, Fanta, Sprite. Like
really?
in Prague, the water you get in bottle and a pint of beer, there's only like 20p. What the difference? Okay?
Probably because they drink more bottled water.
No, that's what I'm saying. A bottled water or beer, man. There is only 20p or something different. So why would you drink water?
What I've experienced in Europe is like literally in most restaurants, people don't have the habit of ordering tap water.
Yeah.
They order like bottled water. Yeah. Oh,
maybe
okay,
it's not as safe like in the UK. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe they just consider water to be as good as worth paying instead of having soft drinks.
True.
Which is a better health habit. Not many corner shops around. I don't know which part she went to, but I'm
pretty sure there's corner shop at every single
plenty.
Like, everywhere.
Plenty. Londis, you can find it a lot. Budgeons. What else? There's one. Spar is really famous, and no matter where you go, there will be some Indians or some ethnic group that would have opened corner shops there. Yeah,
corner shops is quite common actually.
Yeah. Europe, man. I feel like Okay, this one, heaps of slangs and shortening words. Brolly for umbrella, mozzie for mosquito.
Dinkum.
Dinkum?
Dinkum or dinkum? True.
Dinkum for true.
Wait, what is the slang here?
Yeah, brolly is the slang for umbrella.
But dinkum, true, dinkum. As in like true.
True.
Like true.
Ah.
Right type of true or false.
Yeah.
So it's a dinkum or false.
Dinkum.
Dinkum or false.
We should start using it.
Korean still use squat toilets. Yeah, that's quite common actually, most of Asia, no? And I find squat toilets quite hygienic if I'm just going for a pee.
Yeah. Also, what I found in South Korea and China and all that places is their sewage system is not built to flush toilet paper.
Yeah.
So they literally, that was my culture shock. They wipe the toilet roll and then put it in the bin next to you. So the toilets are a bit smelly. But yeah.
I think that's most of the Asia, like Nepal, there's water neither. So where there's toilet paper, some places they don't flush. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, that's why there's bidet, guys. Drinking culture is wild. Oof. For drinking's sake, we don't really need an excuse to drink. I mean, in the UK, the weather is shit. Let's go have a drink.
Yeah. I mean, in Australia, the weather is good. Let's go have a drink.
I guess the sparkling drinks are more common. Wine, especially.
I think this drinking culture is same everywhere these days. Yeah.
I
definitely
agree.
Swearing. Just there in every fucking sentence, and sometimes a good day cunt is a greeting, laughing my ass out.
I actually hate the word C word.
Good day, cunt.
I actually hate that word so much.
It has just another level of nastiness to that word.
It's literally like Nepalese version of MC, yeah. To me. I'm like, cringy out here.
Really?
I can't deal with it. Aussie coffee culture. I had hating on ordering a coffee at Costa in UK. Not gonna lie, it was shit. I agree with you, Gordy. If you're gonna have coffee in the UK, UK chains, the closest one that I actually like is which is doable, is Cafe Nero and Prayer.
Oh. Okay.
No, we don't have Nero or Prayer, so I go Costa than anything else. But
I don't think it makes much difference to me because my coffee order is just black coffee.
True, but that's where you taste coffee the most.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so because I do when I order Americano here, it just feels very like the espresso that I have here and the espresso that I had in Italy, miles apart.
Oh my god, the espresso in Italy is so strong, man. Like it literally goes to your roof. And the espresso culture, I love it. Literally have a bar, okay? There's a bar, you drink and then you fucking go.
Yeah. Only 4 days, I went from drinking a latte person. I went from a latte person to spending 4 days in Italy to now being an espresso person. And when I came back here, a normal coffee wouldn't do it. A normal black coffee wouldn't do it. It's almost like it wasn't strong enough. Yeah. It's almost like I was having withdrawal symptom if I didn't get an espresso.
I usually try to avoid coffee because I get that anxiety and stuff, and a lot of people actually feel that way, you know. But if I'm on a holiday mode, if I'm outdoors, if I'm outside, then fuck you anxiety because I have no time to think about it, right? So I indulge myself in like good coffees, I guess. Yeah. So I'm saving myself from the shit coffees in the UK, basically.
Right. Silence in the city or anywhere, to be honest. No horns. My ears were confused when I moved here.
True that.
I think she probably lived in Kathmandu city.
Yeah. Kathmandu is crazy.
God, just horns everywhere.
I mean, in the UK, you don't have like no horn rule from 11 to 7, you know? Even ambulance, they have to turn it off. No sirens. It's literally like lights, mother. Mm-hmm. Unless you're a dickhead, then that's a different story.
Oh my god.
Tap water is normal. Also, bottled water is expensive than fuel.
What?
Interesting. So is the fuel cheap or is the water expensive?
That's a good point. Good point. Yeah.
I reckon the fuel is cheap.
Oh my god.
Or maybe the bottle is expensive because they want to promote people to drink more tap waters.
True, yeah. Because if the drinking water is safe, I feel like it's a waste of money to buy bottled water. And also bottles, if it's plastic bottles, it has an environmental cost. So exactly. I actually agree with this. Make bottled water more expensive. God. We love sport, and by that I mean footy. A lot of girls do play netball as well. Please Google them. Aww.
Sorry, there's no time at the minute, but I'm pretty sure you guys enjoy sport. We enjoy sports too. Football, for example, and Wimbledon. I don't know. We go crazy over it, don't we? Like the pubs are open, and everything else gets shut. If there is Wimbledon going on, you won't find anyone on the streets.
Yeah. But I think if we're comparing this to Nepal, even Nepal, I think they have cricket craziness though. You know?
Yeah. Cricket Nepal ma ta sabai craziness, bro.
Yeah.
World Cup chadne bela ma pani etro they put
exactly. The celebration is another level in Nepal.
Any reason to
celebrate. And they have a big pub culture and bar culture as well in
Nepal.
Yeah. I think we love sports anywhere. I think sports and drinking is like one of the universal cultures.
I don't watch sports, by the way. I just don't do it. But if you want to bring me along just to drink, I'll do it. Because I find it so rowdy. Yeah, I don't know when there's gonna be a fight breaking in.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just you
get that everywhere.
I don't want to be in that situation where I have to run.
You know, I just thought, drinking culture and sports culture, it's more universal than the language. English.
Yeah, definitely. Because it reunites everyone neither.
Yeah.
Like, if you're watching football in Spanish, because like you still understand what they're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Because you know
Or
it.
you still understand what's going on.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
it. So yeah, definitely, I agree. That's the universal language. Drinking and the sport culture.
Oh, that's the next point. That English really isn't a universal language. No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
The reckless and loud motorbike riding without helmets on highways in Thailand.
Oh!
I think that applies to most of the Asians. Southeast Asian.
Oh my god. It's just, I mean...
And its neighbouring countries.
I know.
All over.
But I do feel a bit... So, I've ridden a scooter. Ridden is a... I've rode a scooter in Bali and in Vietnam as well, right? And you know, when the traffic is so bad and there's no traffic loop, you're literally self-regulating yourself. I found myself safer in that scenario than having, traffic rules, because, people were more cautious about people going back and forth, and they were more polite. That I just felt that way, that people were, their senses were more open and they were more careful when they were doing that, because it's them or nobody else, okay, to avoid accident. And I felt like I felt safer, because I was nervous about riding a scooter, especially in Vietnam. That's why the first day I rode, I woke up really early in the morning, 6 o'clock. But who knew that country starts from like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
All the traffic come out. But I felt like, and they somehow know who's a beginner and who's a pro, and they are more considerate towards a beginner again. Because if you see somebody hesitating and all that, they give you space. That's what I found.
Not in Nepal, bro. Nepal mata apna sakti, apna hat jagannath sakti sa ta bhakti sa. You ride or die, like literally. It's crazy.
Alright, oh my god, last one! Go for it.
Unlike Nepal, you don't need to ask sizes in clothes. It's already displayed. Thank you! Thank you! People say it's the price tag. It's not, it's the size. The discrimination you have to feel. Orta math.
Elastic.
Orta. So bad.
Wait, in my one time.
Every single, I can see it. I know it doesn't fit, yeah. But they're like, no, Orta. How do you know my body better than I do? So ridiculous.
Also, when I was in Nepal, fitting rooms in clothes shop was rare. How is it now?
It's everywhere. If not one, they have multiple. I know.
Yeah.
It's just embarrassing, man. Like Nepal do better. Like trousers ke kurta sural kine ni. Cause I've got fat calves. Like you know how big my calves are. Like your boyfriend and my calves are equal.
Yeah.
Like it's equivalent to your thighs.
Yeah.
Ani the plazo trousers is straight on Santa. So that obviously is a universal fit. It fits, you know.
Yeah.
But anything alikate tapered is questionable already. Yeah. And then esto gore bhani esto ye testi phatina adeko dekhcha ke. Like you haven't even sat down.
The like, stitches are all like
walking. You can already feel the grip ke, and I'm like boyni, like, because obviously I don't want to say didi. I say boyni to everyone in Nepal, you know. Boyni yo sural ta no, like literally phatna aatcha ni. नउठिकन खानु न त दिदी त्यो दिन तपाईले यो कपडा लगाएको बेला चाहिँ नबस्नु अरे उठ्नु अरे होल डे म. Are you crazy? Are you hearing yourself right now? कुर्ता लानु तल लेगिन्स अर्को किन्नु रे. I'm like, why am I paying the price for a kurta?
त्यसो भए कुर्ता मात्र बेच्नु नि त नि.
Exactly.
लेगिन त तलको किन बेचिरहेको?
त्यसपछि मलाई माथिको टप मात्रै देखाउ बहिनी म तलको आफै किनेर लाउँछु. So अति extreme भएर क्या, like the straight ones नपाएर क्या.
Oh.
It's a whole new sport out there.
तर also my experience is, in the UK when I try to buy kurtas from like, these online shops that you have, the smallest size was like 36, which is, size 12. And I thought, oh my god.
They only stock 12, 14, 16, only small 16.
Yeah.
So it's either, you have to be the mid size, like I said.
Yeah.
You're classified into size range again. You can't be big or you can't be skinny either. Okay? Like bits of a typical size in the body.
Oh, come on, man, Mary. I think I need to shop in Nepal. You need to shop in UK.
I mean, yeah, that's why I only shop in the UK, because for various amount of reasons. Nepalma, my auntie, bless her, she gifted me this top size 44 ko like. But Nepal go 44,
Yeah.
Like Nepal, welcome to Nepal type. The very cheap
Yeah, one
print,
of those t-shirts.
cheap
Yeah,
print.
yeah.
And she's like, oh, घर बस्दा लाउनु हुन्छ UK मा. I'm like, it's actually cheap print, but the quality is so patalo, okay? Like गर्मीमा क्या शीतल हुन्छ के.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's very शीतल type, okay? हेऱ्यो हैन? I saw and I was like, it's not gonna fit directly. लगाए हैन? It's like a body
Spanx.
size 44, you guys in Nepal, right? And extra large लेखेको हुन्छ हैन? And then you feel like fat नि त नेपालमा triple XL. Ma'am, तपाईँले triple XL हुन्छ भनेको त oh my god, म त्यत्रो मोटी भइसक्यो. Like I am मोटी, but त्यत्रो मोटी भइसक्यो because triple XL in the UK is massive नि त.
Yeah.
अनि गयो लगायो अनि त्यो पनि बल्ल बल्ल अटेछ. खै अब हामी त ट्रिपल एक्सल मात्रै यो भन्दा ठुलो त
छैन. Doesn't exist. Your size doesn't exist. Like previous one, don't come into my store. I don't have your size.
हो नि त. I would rather have that than saying हुन्छ नि. छ ma'am आउनु, and then they keep showing you kapra and then you feel shittier and shittier and shittier by the time every comment nikalcha you feel झनै shittier.
You walk out with the lesser self-esteem than when you
They
walked in.
And it's not even, oh, I like that dress. It's like, कुन dress fit हुन्छ भन्दा, why should I be buying like that?
Sort by size.
Yeah, this boutique culture came in Nepal ni ta. Because of this. Like, there are plus size women, but no one had it. Ke? Only, like, plus size women, like, hamro just a size 7 feet to Nepal ni thena ni ta. And then a lot of people just started importing stuff from abroad. And then size 7 feet or when they had shoes finally.
Oh, okay. But boutiques are expensive, aren't they?
It's expensive. But to be fair, at oily rate, I think it's a... Yeah. And if it's like custom made, why not?
I mean, if people are willing to pay and if there's a market, why not?
Like boutique, like normal tailor shop, they are like so skilled. Yeah. I'd rather go there if I had the time, of course. Yeah. You need to have the time because kapra khojera ल्याउनु पर्यो, design खोज्नु पर्यो, देखाउनु पर्यो. Like the hassle is next level.
Oh, Mary, why don't we open a plus size shop in Nepal? Clothes go.
Because I'm Alchi. If any one of you are designers, let me know. I'll send you the design. But you can design and sell. Invest money, but it's like some a plus size or a petite.
Yeah.
Because in between there's everywhere. The petite lines plus size lines.
Yeah. True.
Like petite girls, I know so many like trousers, 2 skins on. By the time they cut it's tapered. I'm so glad the skinny jeans are not in trend anymore. I remember,
But did that stop you from wearing it though?
I mean, I wore the stretchy ones, like jeggings type.
Yeah.
But not skinny jeans.
My boyfriend only buys stretchy ones.
Exactly, it's so comfortable. Yeah.
I understand that pain because I've seen my fiance go through it.
It's big. And it's my chobra with jeans. Yeah, what the fuck?
We need a whole podcast about sizing problems.
We need to bring another person.
Yeah.
That plus size person.
Oh my god.
Maybe Ranja Didi Manastu or Dios. Turns out you're surrounded by old fat people.
I am literally all.
And everyone wears glasses, by the way.
Exactly.
And everyone's hot. Everyone's a foodie.
What am I doing in this group? I am the fucking odd one out.
You're criticizing everyone. You're lowering our self-esteem. You're there to say...
No, I'm only here to boost my own self-esteem.
You're in the dinner table to say, oh, okay, when we are not done eating. You're only there to pay more.
True.
You're only there to pay more.
You know what? I should just stop paying, guys. Even if I eat your leftovers, I'll be full.
And there is no leftovers. Let's start with that. And you're the one who always wants a bit of this, that, everything. We're happy with your dish.
That's my agenda. That's my hidden agenda. Why I hang out with you guys.
And then we have to finish at the end of the day.
Oh, you have
garbage. Okay, garbage. You are garbage.
Oh,
Anyways,
yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. And thank you for the engagement that we had in the last 2 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
It was really, really fun. We thoroughly enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoyed it too, listening to this. It's very fun numbers, I know.
Yeah.
And please let us know if you struggle with outfits like me and Mina Didi in our own ways, and if you are the human garbage as well. We'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.